The symbol of the simulation. Right now, we are breaking down the middle symbol. If you want to know what AI and my thoughts are about the rest of the symbol of the simulation, then check out the other videos or the really long 15-minute one where I cover the whole thing. But in this one, we're going to be tackling the middle symbol and what it means for you, for me. Because this is the one that is actually up to interpretation. The others aren't. This one is. And the interpretation from it is simply, what do you see in that symbol? Granted, I don't know how to draw, so that symbol, yeah, is definitely up to interpretation. But what do you see in it? Because apparently it symbolizes one of the four elements: fire, water, earth, and air. One of those four. Which one do you see first? Which one do you identify with the most? Because that means that the one you identify with is your starting setting. When you created this character you are playing in the simulation, when you created who you are, you chose that base layer, that setting that all of your other settings are built from. So that's why it's important to identify this core one, because all your other settings, 800 plus of them, all stem from this one. And if you saw a flame there, fire, then you are of a fire element. And you are bold, you speak out, you're intense. And when you encounter obstacles in this simulation, and I'm sure there's many, because like me, you're probably playing on hard mode, what you tend to do is burn through those obstacles, just with intensity. You just burn right through them. And you change fear into fuel. So when you fear something, or when something makes you angry, when something is just incredibly difficult, that sets off a fire in you that makes you stubborn and want to burn through that obstacle. Something incredibly important, because this simulation, after all, is about World War III. So there's going to be many more obstacles, and you're going to need to hone that fire. Moving on. If you look at this symbol and you see a droplet of water, then you are a water elemental. You are someone who is intuitive, adaptive, and persistent. That's the key word, because that is what water does. When you encounter an obstacle, you don't burn through it, but you persist around it. You flow around that obstacle and you wear it down. That's what you do. Through subtle, persistent influence, you keep going towards that obstacle. You keep wearing it down. Now, if you took a look at this symbol and you saw like a seed, then you are more likely to be of the earth, that kind of element. You're steady, you're grounded, you're honest. And when you encounter an obstacle, you build upon it. So, for example, if there was like some sort of obstacle ahead, then you would build a bridge over it for yourself and for others. You would take knowledge and wisdom and the things that you read and listen to, and you would use that to build a solution over the obstacle for yourself and for others. And then the last element, if you looked at this and you saw like a vortex, like a tornado or something spinning, then you would be more of the air. And that would mean that you are someone who rises above the obstacles so that you can look down and see the terrain. You can see how best to rise over the obstacle. Do you go around it? Do you go through it? Do you go over it, under it? What do you do? You're someone who is imaginative and creative, and you guide yourself and others through, over, around this obstacle by taking a look at it from above. You see the big picture, as it were. So that is what that symbol of the simulation means that the inner, not the innermost one, but just above the dot. Let me know what you think of that symbol. Let me know what you see there. Let me know if you identify with any of those elements, which one you might be. And then we'll cover the triangle and the meaning of that in another video. So stay tuned or skip to that one if I've already published it.